What if the strongest creature in the world wasn't chasing power? What if he was actually chasing death? For years, Kaido stood as one of the most terrifying villains in One Piece, capable of destroying entire armies. A pirate so powerful that even the Marines feared confronting him directly. But beneath the muscles, the dragon scales, and the endless thirst for war, there was something much darker. A man who had completely lost faith in the world. A man obsessed with finding meaning through death. Today, we're taking a deep dive into the darkest motivations behind Kaido and uncovering why the King of Beasts became one of the most tragic villains in the entire series. Kaido wasn't born a tyrant. He was born in the Vodka Kingdom, a poor nation constantly struggling to survive. From a young age, Kaido was a military prodigy. He possessed monstrous strength unlike anything normal humans had ever seen. But instead of being treated as a child, he was treated as a weapon. The kingdom used Kaido as a tool for war. Every battle became another opportunity to exploit his power. Then came the ultimate betrayal. To gain favor with the world government, the Vodka Kingdom literally sold Kaido. The country he fought for abandoned him. The people he protected treated him as nothing more than currency. This moment planted the first seed of Kaido's hatred. In his eyes, the world was built on exploitation. The strong used the weak worshipped the strong, and loyalty meant nothing. After escaping, Kaido eventually joined the legendary crew of Rocks. The Rocks pirates were unlike any crew in history. They weren't united by friendship. They were united by ambition. Future legends like Whitebeard, Big Mom, and Kaido sailed together under one banner. For a young Kaido, Rocks represented something extraordinary. A man willing to challenge the entire world. Someone who refused to bow before the celestial dragons. Someone who wanted to overturn the system. But everything changed after the legendary God Valley incident. Rocks disappeared. The crew collapsed, and Kaido's dreams collapsed with it. For the second time, the world proved his beliefs right. No matter how powerful you are, everything eventually falls apart. One of the most mysterious aspects of Kaido's character is his connection to Joy Boy. King once asked Kaido whether he was the man destined to change the world. The legendary Joy Boy. Kaido's answer was revealing, no. But he believed Joy Boy would eventually appear. This raises a fascinating possibility. At one point, Kaido may have believed he could become the world's savior. The man destined to overturn the corrupt system. The man who would bring true freedom. But over time, he lost faith. He stopped believing in himself, and eventually concluded that someone else would have to carry that burden. This explains why Kaido constantly searched for opponents capable of defeating him. He wasn't merely looking for a worthy fight. He was searching for Joy Boy, searching for the person capable of accomplishing what he never could. Most villains start wars because they want power. Kaido was different. He already had power. He ruled Wano, commanded one of the strongest pirate crews, possessed an army of thousands, controlled powerful devil fruit users. Yet he still craved war. Why? Because war strips away lies. In Kaido's worldview, peace is an illusion. Governments lie, kings lie, nobles lie, even ordinary people hide behind masks. But during war, everyone reveals who they truly are. The strong survive, the weak perish. No more pretending, no more hypocrisy. To Kaido, war was the ultimate truth. That's why he wanted to create the greatest war the world had ever seen. Not simply for destruction, but because he believed conflict revealed humanity's true nature. Perhaps the most disturbing part of Kaido's character is his relationship with death. Throughout the story, Kaido repeatedly talks about dying. He jumps from sky islands, challenges impossible odds, throws himself into dangerous situations. At first, it seems like simple recklessness, but there's something deeper happening. Kaido admired people whose deaths changed the world. Gaul, D. Roger, Whitebeard, Kozuki Oden. These individuals achieved immortality through the impact of their deaths. Their final moments inspired generations. their legends lived forever. Kaido envied them, not because of their strength, because of their purpose. He believed death completed a person. A glorious death could give life meaning, and that's exactly what Kaido lacked. Meaning. Despite all his strength, wealth, and influence, Kaido never found a purpose worth living for, which is why he became obsessed with dying in a way the world would remember. No character affected Kaido more than Oden. When Kaido fought Kozuki Oden, he encountered something he rarely saw: a man who truly lived free. Oden possessed unwavering conviction. He never compromised, never surrendered his ideals. Even in death, Oden remained himself, and Kaido respected that. The victory over Oden wasn't satisfying. It haunted him. Because the fight was interrupted, because Oden was robbed of a fair ending, because Kaido knew the result wasn't pure. For 20 years, that regret lingered. The scar Oden left wasn't just physical, it was psychological. Every time Kaido remembered Oden, he was reminded of the type of man he could never become. Kaido wasn't simply a monster. He wasn't just a tyrant. He wasn't even just a villain. He was a man crushed by betrayal, consumed by disappointment, and broken by a world he could never change. A child turned into a weapon, a dreamer who lost faith, a warrior searching for meaning, and a king waiting for someone stronger to prove him wrong. In the end, Kaido's greatest tragedy wasn't that he lost to Luffy. It's that long before that battle ever happened, Kaido had already lost to despair, and that's what makes him one of the darkest and most fascinating characters in all of One Piece. What do you think? Was Kaido truly evil, or was he a broken man who gave up on the world?